G'day guys, War of Oz here with you, and I'm very excited to be showing you my very first Mythic Legions figure. So this just arrived yesterday from Big Bad Toy Store, and I am really excited to rip this guy out because, as I said, this is my first Mythic Legions figure. I have a couple more on the way, but this is an older, long sold out figure. I believe it's from the the Covenant of Shadows line, from the Four Horsemen, and as I said, long sold out. Picked him up for about 40 US through Big Bad Toy Store. And anyone who doesn't know, the Four Horsemen, they do amazing figures. They release like small lines at a time, or sort of series of figures, usually about 6 or 7 from what I've seen. I don't know too much about them, but their figure quality is fantastic. The sculpting is brilliant. The ideas that they have are just out of this world. So I'd highly recommend checking them out on Instagram, where they showcase a lot of their figures and their upcoming lines. Basically, when they put up these figures for pre-order, you get a small window of time to pre-order the figures, and then you wait. So they've just recently put up another set. However, I actually have a few figures waiting. I've been waiting about 18 months now for them. I can't even remember what they're called, to be honest. It's how long it is. So anyway, let's get in and have a really good look at this guy. As I said, I'm really excited. So he is the army builder figure from the Covenant of Shadows, from the Order of Ethereon, I believe. I'm probably saying that really wrong, but let's have a look at the back. The packaging's rather simple, but very nicely done. I love how they've got little plastic sort of tags, so it looks like you can just pop the card out and then the figure out without damaging the card. Well, I hope that's what happens. So you can pop him straight back in without actually having to rip anything or cut anything. So again, the artwork's great, and this is obviously showing all the figures that came in this line. I'm assuming. I could be wrong. As I said, this is my first Mythic Legions figure. But the Four Horsemen, they do great stuff. They did a lot of the Masters of the Universe Classics figures from Mattel from a few years ago. So definitely check those out. I've got heaps of those figures. They were brilliant. Anyway, let's rip him out. So straight out of the packet, this is what he looks like. And you can see he's got a lot of accessories in this plastic bag, which I will open up in a moment. A lot of accessories. So they've done quite well, the Four Horsemen, with their design of the packaging and putting so much stuff into a small box. And just as I was saying before, basically all you do is you got this little point up here. If you bend that up and you bend it out of the way, and this awesome looking card, which was the backing card, just slips straight up through the top, and so you don't damage anything. So great design, really well thought out. And just taking him out of the box really easily, coming out of the plastic, and his joints are very tight, which is a good thing. Not kind of necker tight where you have to warm anything up, but yeah, very, very tight. So I'm going to go in and open this and show you all the accessories, and we'll see what kind of posability he has, which, seeing the Motu figures that I've got, I'm sure he's going to have lots of posability. So first impressions of this Templar Knight figure is, wow, I'm blown away. They've done an incredible job. And look at all the accessories you get. I mean, there are figures that you pay a way higher price on and get next to nothing. And so for 40 US, for an action figure, it's starting to get a little steep. But wow, look at all the accessories. And the beautiful thing about the Mythic Legions line is a lot of the characters, a lot of their accessories can be interchanged to give almost like a customized look to figures. So, I mean, let's have a look. So he's only got the one sword, but he's got these little parts here, which I'm not really sure of. Couldn't really find what they did. This, I believe, is another sort of gorget, or however you pronounce it, the sort of metal that goes around underneath the helmet. He's got massive shoulder pauldrons, which look really good. I just chucked them on. And they've got these little sort of tabs here at the back, little pegs, and they fit into the back of the figure. So it's quite good. And that means, if you buy other Mythic Legions figures and they have different looking pauldrons, well, you should be able to interchange them. And I mean, look at this. So you got his shield, Templar shield. You got the halberd, and also a really cool flag. So, if he's your standard bearer, then you can use him like that. And just a simple belt, which the sword goes into. The only thing I would have liked a scabbard, would have been, really, really awesome. But really impressed with the accessories. Oh, and there's this part here, which I'm not sure what it's for yet, but I will find out all this stuff. So much to learn about Mythic Legions, and I'm very interested too. So let's have a good look at the figure. So I just want to show a bit of posability with the figure as I'm going to be displaying him. So the Templar Knight, I've added his pauldrons on through the tabs that were on the back there, and I've just given him his sword. So let's just have a quick look at the helmet. There's not a lot of movement forward or back, but there's a little bit of tilt up and down, and a little bit of sideways movement. You can spin his head all the way around because the helmet does come off, because one of the advantages of this Mythic Legions line is the different heads that you can swap between the figures and the characters. So adds excellent customizable opportunities with all the interchangeable weapons and armor and heads. So that's a huge advantage to this line, to give you a figure that, you buy several different figures and you can swap parts to make the figure that you want. So that's really cool. So as you can see, the wrist gives a full 360. There's also at the forearm 360, so the whole gauntlet can move. You've got not quite 90 degrees with the elbow joint, the single elbow joint there. You can get a bit of movement there. It's a little tight, but there is movement there. Not a lot of movement through the shoulders because of the pauldrons, however, but without that, it does get quite good movement. The waist, there's lots of movement at the waist, back and forth. And of course, you can do the old 360 spin. Because of these armor bits here, I don't really want to push the issue too much with the legs, but you can get good range of movement. And of course, the tabard here is going to sort of restrict a little bit of movement, but as you see, gets a good football kick in and gets some good movement back as well. I don't really want to push the issue because of just concerned about any breakages because of the delicate nature of the plastic. well, it's quite rubbery sort of plastic and quite good, but I still don't want to break it at all. At the knee joints, you're getting not quite 90 degrees, very close to it. And with the feet, you're getting a little bit of backward movement, a little bit of forward, and from the side, you're getting great side movement. Really good lateral movement there. So all in all, quite a good posable figure. Should be able to get some really good display options with him. And of course, with the heaps of weapons that you get, there's going to be heaps of different cool displaying options. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with him and can't wait to get some more of these figures. And finally, I just wanted to show a couple of quick comparisons on the figure. So here's another Four Horsemen figure. The Motu Classics He-Man. So they'll basically the same size, similar sort of tooling. But yeah, he'll fit in nicely with the Motu Classics, I think. And he's a recently reviewed Kingdom Transformer Huffer from Hasbro. So you can see the size difference there. Our little mini bot Huffer. And the last one I've just reviewed is Trag from the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line, the cartoon series. So look at the size difference. Trag is massive and really, really hefty and weighty. So if you want to check out his review, him and Granitor, I'll throw the link up in there. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave that there. Fantastic figure. Really happy with this Mythic Legions line. Looks like I'm going to be spending a lot of money on these because they are fantastic. Four Horsemen have knocked it out of the park. So check out their website, guys. I'll throw the link in the description. Check out their Instagram for all their cool and upcoming releases. And what do you guys think? Who's your favorite Mythic Legions characters? What ones should I look at picking up? So let me know in the comments, guys. If you like this review, please like, subscribe, check out all my action figure stuff. I've got more on the way. And yeah, it's going to be busy days ahead, I think, with some of the new figures that I've just picked up. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.